Hello YouTube, back once again with my Stranger Things reviews, and here we are with episode 3, Holly Jolly, and I thought this was definitely better than episode 2. I also think it was better than the first episode, so yeah, probably the best of the series so far, only 3 episodes in though, and yeah, all I can say about this episode is, well, the beginning was amazing in this episode. After, what's her name? Nancy, that's the name of the girl, the teenage girl, right? Yeah, pretty sure Nancy. After her friend got abducted by whatever this monster thing is at the end of the last episode, it instantly cuts to her, and you just see her in what seems to be an alternate dimension of our world. Like, it's the exact same thing, just it's darker and creepier. And there's all this weird like fungal vine things everywhere. I thought that was I thought that was a very creepy touch to this world. I found that effectively unpleasant. So yeah, and it's a really well done, really creepy, just like chasing her trying to escape from this thing by getting out of the pool because she's in the pool with the monster, and then the monster grabs her and presumably eats her. And my only thought was, you have so many jackasses you just want to see die more than anything a few feet away from this person, and you had to kill the one that was reasonably likable. I swear to God, if those like if those like jackass teenagers aren't like ripped to shreds at the end of the season, I'm gonna be pissed off at this show. But I digress. The real point is, it was a very effectively creepy opening scene. I thought that was incredibly well done. So that's what kicked off this episode, and from there, it's just the characters continuing their investigation. One of my favorite things is. When the three kids are just like coming up with a plan to fight the monster and save Will and to find him because Elle says she can get them there. I do like it just when the one without his two front teeth goes up to her, just like, wait, you're telekinetic? Wait, can you make this fly? Just throws a Millennium Falcon at her. I was like, yes, that's amazing. Like that's one of the I would definitely think of doing something like that. Just throws up at her, just like, make this fly for me. I want to see it in action. I thought that was hilarious. So there was that, and besides that, though, there was also the stuff with the detective. I thought all the stuff with the detective was well done this episode. I like how not detective, but sheriff. But I do like how clever this guy is when he thinks that this kid may have ran into the facility where the Elle and the monster came from. The just when he asked for the guy, can I see the security footage, and it looks like nothing happened, and then like his two deputies are just like, well, boss, I guess that means nothing happened. Just like, well, do you remember how it was raining that night? And they're like, yeah. Why was there no rain on the video camera then? I that was clever. I really like that. So yeah, it definitely seems this conspiracy is going way deeper than these guys originally thought. So there was all that, and then other stuff that happened, highlights from this episode. Renella Ryder, I really liked her in this episode, being kind of like the first one to come up with a good idea to solve the mystery. Just like when she just realizes, just like lights flicker on and off, and she thinks her son's around. I really liked her idea that she basically just hung Christmas lights all over her house, so her son could guide her by just like turning on, doing each individual light to make a path. And then when she made the alphabet on the wall, I thought that was also very clever. I always like smart characters in television shows. That always makes me happy. The another thing I really like about the show, though, I do really like how they give a good sense of community and of this show, like how everyone kind of knows each other to a certain degree in a small town. I thought that was a clever. I do think they do that well. Like when she's just talking to her boss, and just like she just asks, like, look, can I just get like a 2-week advance on my pay? And he's just like, and just like, please. And he's like, yeah, okay. Like I really like that. I liked when the one kid, what's his name, Mike, Mike's mother like comes to see her. Also like the fact that they do treat it realistically, like when like they see like that her house is covered in Christmas. Like it's not just thinking like, oh god, this woman's batshit crazy. Like let's lock her up and run away. No, they're just thinking like, oh well, she's going through a bad grieving. Like her son's disappeared. God knows what happened to him. So I thought that was good. I thought that was a really effectively creepy scene with the little girl is just walking down the hallway, and then the monster started emerging from the wall. I thought that was really cool. I still really love the effect of the monster emerging. So that was all really good. Anything else? There's the stuff with Jonathan, and also, once again, I really don't know how you're supposed to feel about this guy, because even though the people were jackasses, he was stalking them and taking pictures of them without their consent, and, I don't know what to feel. I will say, though, I did feel sad when, just like they broke his care. I was like, "Aw, John, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Yeah. So there was that. But the best thing to come from this, though, it does seem that Nancy has Nancy. She knows one of the pictures that in his bag was that of her friend right before she was abducted into the ultimate by the monster, and it seems she's starting to piece together that there's supernatural feats afoot here. So. Yeah, I'm really glad about that. Maybe her plot line is because it does seem her plot line is going away from I just want to fuck my boyfriend, and yeah, like I said, in a show when there's demon abominations clawing through the walls, like a girl that with telekinetic powers and a giant conspiracy trying to cover up disappearances. I really don't care if this girl wants to sleep with her boyfriend, so I'm glad they're getting away from that finally. Any other major highlights this episode? Besides the ending, I thought I'll get to the ending one if I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I can't really think of much else. There was I did think it was interesting when I also really like this scene when they're planning to go fight the monster, and just they're like, here, just one of the kids like, we'll bring us a weapon, we'll bring a slingshot with rocks. I was like, yes, that is so unbelievably stupid. It's amazing. That cracked me up. That felt very Stephen King to me. That's basically all that really happened. Well, a lot. That's a lot. A lot did happen in this episode. The ending, though, let's go to the ending. The ending was amazing to this episode. Well, first, Winona Ryder, after she makes the alphabet on the wall with the lights, just her son just says, "I'm here," and at the same time that Elle brings the three friends to where she says Will is, and it's just his house. And like, what are you talking about? Just like I think I said Will's here, and she said he is. I thought that was creepy. I thought so. Like it's well, not creepy. I thought that was effective. So yes, this kid seems to be in an alternate dimension. I like that. At the same time, just when Winona Ryder's asks her son like, "Where are you?" He says, I'm here." And then when she asks, how do I get to you? And he says, run. And then the wall monster starts emerging from the wall, but this time he actually breaks through the wall and starts physically forming on the other side. I thought that was really creepy. And, while this is all going on, the sheriff, who's still trying to figure out the case, and the boys, like, they hear that there's something going on in the quarry, so they quarry-like it, so they go there, and it seems that the boy Will has drowned to death, and they recovered his body, and then it's a well-done montage to David Bowie's Heroes, because let's face it, you can put the song David Bowie's Heroes to anything, it just depends what beat you can put it to, and it will be a great montage, but, it was pretty effective though when they pulled the body out. Like you see the sheriff, like it looks like his heart just drops, like he can't believe he even failed like that. I really liked Mike, the kid Mike, just lashing out at Elle, just like basically just saying like what the fuck, Elle? Like you said he was alive and we could find him. that I did just find it effective. Just when he goes back home and he just bursts into tears and hugs his mom, I thought that was really effective. Heartwarming, heartwarming, not heartwarming, but it was a good tearjerker of a scene. But even though clearly this kid's not dead, but anyway, yeah, and that was the episode. All I can say is a really good episode. Really creepy moments. Really, I'm glad how everyone seems they've become part of this investigation, except for Jonathan and Nancy, kind of for the most part. But everyone else seems to, well, not the sheriff either, really. Okay, most of them know that it seems like something more is going on than what seems to be, but yeah, but still, really good episode. Yeah, YouTube as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.